I never wanted kids. I'm 34 and I've always loved living alone, following my own routine and answering to nobody. The only person who ever changed that was my best friend, Wes. He was like family to me. Wes had an 11-year-old daughter named Nora and an older brother, Vince, who treated her horribly when nobody else was around. Before Wes died, he grabbed my hand and made me promise him one thing. Keep her away from Vince. I promised, never thinking I'd actually have to. But right after the funeral, Vince fought for custody and won because he was blood family. Before Nora left, I made her memorize my number. She whispered that she was scared. Vince dragged her away and told me I'd never see her again. I kept trying to check on her, but Vince always threatened me. Then one day, he disappeared with her completely. Months later, Nora's school called me and said she hadn't been enrolled anywhere. I contacted child services, but Vince fooled them and the case was closed. For almost 2 years, I heard nothing. Then one night after midnight, my phone rang. It was Nora, crying. Vince had thrown her out of the house, in pajamas for eating leftovers without asking. She'd been wandering alone for hours. I found her sitting on a curb, holding a trash bag with all her belongings. When she looked at me, she looked broken. I brought her home and promised nobody would hurt her again. A few days later, Vince showed up at my apartment, pounding on the door. I told Nora to hide and called 911. Vince barged inside, screaming for her, saying she belonged to him. When I told him she wasn't property, he laughed and admitted he only kept her for the monthly checks he received. That's when Nora walked out and heard everything. Vince ordered her to come with him, but she refused. She told him I'd done more for her in 4 days than he had in years. Furious, Vince told her that even her real father never wanted her. Nora completely broke down. I shoved Vince away before he could get closer, and seconds later the police rushed in and arrested him. As they dragged him out, he blamed Nora for her father's death. After he was gone, the apartment went silent. Nora looked at me with tears in her eyes and whispered, "You didn't have to do this for me." I hugged her tightly and said, "I wanted to. I want you here."